Casio W218, or to be more specific, W218HB-3AVKC. Yep, just rolls right off the tongue. Well, what's so special about this one? Nylon strap with Velcro. Very light. What's the advantage of that? It doesn't move when it's on the wrist, compared to one of these bracelets, which will shake around on the wrist. This one won't. So before getting into this, let's compare it to this. Okay. This is... Oh, wow, I cannot remember the model name. B650, sorry. Almost forgot the model name of this one. This is a B650, not to be confused with the B640, which is drastically different from this. Now I'm showing this because you might think these two modules are the same. They are not. The digits on this one are slightly larger than the digits on this one. They look exactly the same, but there is a slight difference with digit size. And this also carries over to what was the I think it's the W217, pretty sure. Anyway, so whether it's the resin band version of this or the bracelet version of this, this has bigger digits. Now you'll notice that the crystal it looks a little bit yellow greenish on this one. On other W218s, you can get the gray LCD if you want to, that looks like this one. So let's just run through the features. Now this is how the strap works. So you got the strap keeper here. Let me just pull this band off, just like that. Easy enough. This strap keeper, by the way, you don't have to keep it on. Now it does have a little bit of a stretchy part right here, so if you wanted to, you could pull this all the way off and just take it right off the band if you wanted to. You don't have to, but if you don't like it, if your wrist doesn't like the feel of it, yep, you can take it off if you want. So let's go through this watch. There's the backlight. It's amber. It's great. That's what it looks like. Time, alarm, stopwatch, time set. That's it. So going through the modes here now, compared to an F91W, these two button functions are flipped. Now it functions exactly the same as an F91W, but you have to get used to the light is over here instead of over here, and the start stop is over here instead of over here. You get used to it after a while. So if we're going to set the time, well, actually let me do this first. Now 12 and 24 hour time is done with this button up here while on the main timekeeping screen. If you're watch the display, you see that little 24H appear right there when I press this button. So if you want 24-hour time, it is this button and not this one. Does this one do anything? Yeah, this one's just the light on the main timekeeping, and this one is for 24-hour. And this one is to go between the modes. So to set the time, it's a 3-button press from main timekeeping. 1, 2, 3. You've got blinking seconds. And then you go through the modes. I'm sorry. See, I messed it up. I keep saying you set with this, you change from field to field with this. So to reset the seconds, we press this, reset seconds to 0. Press this to go to the hour, change with this one. Press this to go to minutes, change with this one. Press this to go to the month, I'll leave that as is, change with this. Press this to go to date, adjust with this. Press this to go to the day of the week, adjust with this. It's a 2-letter display that says FR right now, which means Friday. Press this to go back to main timekeeping, and press mode to exit. And now if you notice, if I press 24 hour, there we go. So that's 1400 hours, 2 o'clock. And I'll just leave it on 24 hour. So let me press mode to go to alarm. Now this one, yeah. If it shows up like this, a 1 button press of the top left, that means the alarm is enabled. If I press it again, that means the hourly signal is enabled. I'll demonstrate that in a moment. If I press this, now both the alarm and the hourly signal is enabled. If I press it again, all disabled. If I press and hold this, this is an alarm tone test. And just keeps going until you let go. Setting the alarm is with this guy, set. And we set the hour with this one. And then we go to the minutes by pressing this, and then set the minutes with this, and then press this again. Okay. And whenever you set the alarm, it automatically enables it. But if it's off like this, you can go alarm on, hourly signal on, or both hourly signal and alarm on. And then we press this to go, it goes back to main timekeeping. We press it twice to go to the stopwatch. Start the stopwatch with the top left, stop with the same button, reset with the bottom right. If you want to do the lap time thing, you can start. And now this one will be a lap function. Or actually, sorry, I'll say split time. So if I press this, it says SPL right there. If it would focus, that'd be nice. There we go. Split. And while the double dot is blinking, that means the stopwatch is still running. So if I unsplit, back to where we were. So if I want to do first and second runner finishes, so first runner finishes, wait for the second runner, and we use this. Second runner finishes, that's the first runner's time, press this. That's the second runner's time, press this again, reset, and then back to main timekeeping with the bottom left. So, other than that, that's it. That's all of what this watch can do. As you can see by the bottom, 50 meter water resist. Totally okay for swimming. As long as you remember, do not press buttons when the watch is submerged. So if you're underwater, don't press buttons. That is pretty much standard advice for any watch when you're using it in the water that claims to be waterproof. And where was this one made? Okay, this is right there you see it's made in China. The module is 3224. Now, although it says it's a 218H, as I showed from the packaging here, this one is the 218HB3AV. If you want to find one of these on eBay with this strap, the thing to look for when you're searching out this model is not really the HB, it's the 3AV. So if you search for W218 and then a space 3AV, you should find it. Don't worry about the KC thing. I don't even know why there's a KC on there. No clue. Other than that, this thing's nice and light. And even with the yellow-greenish LCD, it's still extremely legible. Not a problem. It does have little... the screen is not recessed, but it's got little things on it. These little circles. They are raised. So if it falls on the floor, or if it gets knocked, it kind of sort of prevents screen scratches. But again, this is a flush screen. It's not recessed. There have been other people that said if Casio just either recessed the screen or raised the case a little bit, it would pretty much be perfect. But that's more or less the only flaw with this. And what's the battery life in this thing? Well, it doesn't say 10-year battery on it. But we're probably talking about, I'm guessing, 5 years, maybe 7 years before it needs a battery change. And again, this is the best advantage over the F91, is that nice amber. It's an incandescent. It's not a electroluminescent, but still, yeah, very easily readable at night. No problem about that. W218 3AV. Nice.